ABC News. I'm Jojo. I'm currently in the press conference with some delegates of Vietnam. I'm going to have a live interview with reporter on MDG targets and achievements. Hope you will join with them. Follow me.
Representative of Vietnam delegator. Today, there is my partner, Mr. Sarah and Ms. V. I would be honored to participate in this conference to answer a few things about MDGs and globalized society. First of all, I would like to say greeting to delegate and all the proper team.
Now I will recite the goal of MDG, with 189 member countries of the United Nations agreed to achieve in 2050. We knew about each goal. Goal 1. Eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Target 1A. Half between 1990 and 2050. The proportion of people living on less than $1.25 a day. Target 1B. Achieve decent employment for women, men, and young people. Target 1C. Half between 1990 and 2015. The proportion of people who suffer from hunger. Goal 2. Achieve universal primary education. Target 2A. By 2015, children can complete a full course of primary schooling, girls and boys. Goal 3. Promote gender equality and empower women. Target 3A. Eliminate gender disparity in primary and secondary education, preferably by 2005 and at all levels by 2015. Goal 4. Reduce child mortality. Target 4A. Reduce by 2/3 between 1990 and 2015 the under 5 mortality rate. Goal 5. Improve maternal health. Target 5A. Reduce by 3/4 between 1990 and 2015 the maternal mortality ratio. Target 5B. Achieve by 2015 the universal access to reproductive health. Goal 6. Combat HIV/AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. Target 6A. Have AIDS by 2015 and begin to reverse the spread of HIV/AIDS. Target 6B. Achieve by 2010 universal access to treatment for HIV/AIDS for all those who need it. Target 6C. Have AIDS by 2015 and begin to reverse the incidence of malaria and other major diseases. Goal 7. Ensure environmental sustainability. Target 7A. Integrate the principle of sustainable development into country policy and programs and reverse the loss of environmental resources. Target 7B. Reduce biodiversity loss, achieving by 2010 the significant reduction in the rate of loss. Target 7C. Half by 2015 the proportion of the population without sustainable access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation. Target 7D. Achieved by 2020 a significant improvement in the lives of at least 100 million slum dwellers. Goal 8. A global partnership for development. Target 8A. Develop further an open, rule-based, predictable, non-discriminatory trading and financial system. Target 8B. Address the special needs of least developed countries. Target 8C. Address the special needs of landlocked developing countries and small island developing states. Target 8D. Deal comprehensively with the debt problem of developing countries through national and international measures in order to make debt sustainable in the long term. Target 8E. In cooperation with pharmaceutical companies, provide access to affordable, essential drugs in developing countries. Target 8F. In cooperation with the private sector, make available the benefit of new technologies, especially information and communication. Thanks for listening. Give some questions, please.
So this country has tried to complete the goal target, but besides that, many countries have many problems that require cooperation. So can you tell me more about partnership in MDG? Thank you.
Thanks for your question. MDG emphasizes the role of developing countries in aiding developing countries. As outlined in Global Aid, we set objectives and targets for developed countries to achieve a global partnership for development in supporting fair trade, debt relief, increasing access to affordable, essential medicine, and encourage technology transfer. Thus, developing countries of the nations became partners with developed country nations in a strict goal to reduce world poverty.
Mrs. Sarah, I have a question for you. Okay, please. The United Nations will hold a conference to review the limitation of the million goals on a global pace, particularly for Vietnam. Implement this goal appreciated internationally. So, what goal has Vietnam had?
Yes, one of the biggest successes of Vietnam's social development from the early 1990s to today is eradicating extreme poverty and hunger. Frankly speaking, in the last 10 years, Vietnam has reduced half the proportion of poor households. According to international standards, nearly 20 million people out of poverty and get earlier than the target of the UN placed about 10 years. Vietnam has achieved encouraging research in implementing reduced mortality rates of children under 5 years old, the moderate children under 5 years old, and the mortality rates of children under 1 year old.
The first part of the MDGs, we feel that the objectives were included by the human benefits, if well implemented. That, in addition, there will be many more positive benefits. So the question I want to ask you is, what are similarities between MDGs and the human rights?
Thank you for your question. MDG and human rights they promote international justice and commitment to promoting human well-being, encouraging the inherent dignity, freedom, and equality of all people. Overall, results contain our able to pay a realization of both MDG and human rights. And obviously, economic, social, and cultural rights are for the most part required to be realized progressively to the maximum extent of available resources and monitored on the market. I think Vietnam has shown strong commitment to environmental concern at the international and policy level, and significant achievements have been made in relation to MDG 7. For example, forest coverage has increased from 27.8% in 1990 to about 40% in 2010. Today, about 83% of the rural population has access to seawater, up from 30% in 1990. However, there is a set to climate change is forcing achieving to MDGs important targets more and more difficult. And Vietnam is particularly vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Already more than 1 million people in Vietnam are affected each year by natural disaster, and climatic disasters are said to become worse.
This question is a question that many people are wondering is me. After 2015, what do you think we should do?
The MDGs should be published more. It will apply more research. They make the issue more accessible to the working outside the field. New targets will be set in 2015. Keeping global targets will keep child poverty on the international agenda. I think that's the best thing to do to address children's rights and poverty is to raise awareness in more developed countries, especially in schools. If the rich country understand what is needed to make children live better and anti-poverty than they fall to be changed. 2050 is not far off. We need to think it quickly and the best possible in globalized society. There are few scenes of the press conference about MDGs. So the program duration has expired. See you later. I'm Jojo from ABC News.